Hey y'all, happy Valentine's. We are out here, child, in traffic on Valentine's Day. What was I thinking? I don't know, but we here and it is what it is. But anywho, while I was getting dressed, I had a, crazy thought. Is that something new? No. Okay, it's real quick. So today is Valentine's Day, and I've heard of several people being born on Valentine's Day and like a couple days after. So my question has always been, well, not always, but began to be, for your birthday to be Valentine's, when were you conceived? I went back and did the math. 9 months. So we got what? We got February, January, December, November, October, September, August, July, June. So it was either, let's say, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. No. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So, Mother's Day babies. I think the people born on Valentine's are the result of being Mother's Day babies, okay? Because 9 months from the Mother's Day time, they're about, if the baby came on time and all that stuff. Mother's Day. So on Mother's Day, maybe you got some flowers or cards or out to dinner. Oh, child. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's all I got for this foolishness today. All right, y'all. Got my whatever I could find this morning, because it was a rough morning. Stopped off at Ross yesterday. Did a couple things. I had to go pick up a package from Amazon to organize all these doggone fragrances, because I'm doing some reorganizing as always. And then so I went in with the intent to purchase some more. I'll try to put a picture of it later, but it's some Jordan almonds or something. It's like Easter candy. On the inside, I don't know what it is. It's like some almonds, I guess, but I don't know if it's a whole almond covered up with like a pastel crunchy shell. And it's, I can't even describe it. It's like a grown-up M&M, but without the chocolate on the in between the shell and the almond. So there's no chocolate in between, I don't think. It's because it's like a hard crust. I don't know. A hard candy shell. Child, what are we doing here, Mr. Thing? Okay, we're going to go right here because you is in the way. Child, because then them people who trying to come out of there, a big yellow bus with a turn, Anywho, so it's like a hard candy shell covering an almond, and there's nothing else. Pastel, candy coated, hard candy coated, covering an almond. Now, I don't know what they done put in that thing, but that thing was good. When I first went in there, when I picked up another package, so he was holding me up back here, this darn grasshopper. I don't know if you hop out here. So I picked up one, in the little rotunda when you walking out, and I hit this darn thing. Ain't nothing behind me. Nothing behind me. And he could have waited. Could have waited. Now, if you're going to pull out in front of somebody, you need to really be going, in my opinion. But anyway, especially if there ain't nothing behind that person, you can wait. You could have waited. You're making a right-hand turn in front of somebody. But welcome to Memphis, baby. Welcome to Memphis. I don't know if your city is like that, but welcome to this town. But yeah, so I went to pick up a package, and then I saw them in the little rotunda, the little last-minute temptation. And they had like a little Easter bunny on it. And it said, Jordan almonds. I've never had Jordan almonds. I don't know. Anyway, so I opened it. I couldn't get the top off it, first of all. Got the top off by squeezing the little plastic thingy-majiggy. So I squeezed the plastic and the top popped off somewhere. I still ain't found it. So I had to indulge I put a paper towel down in the container. I mean, they're not going to spoil because they're already rock hard, right? So I put paper towel in there. Baby, within 2 days, I had devoured that container. And I was like, wow, I better go back in there and get me some more. So when I had a package coming, I said, well, let me just wait. And because it's going out of my way to get to this location. So I go by there yesterday. I said, well, I'm going to run in and get the package and then run over to the turnstile and pick up the candy. Child, what day of the month is it? Oh, I guess it's almost Valentine. So it was the 13th yesterday. So I'm like, where are these? Child, it was people bumper to bumper and baskets filled up to the top with stuff. I'm like, look. Now, I'm judging. It looked like these people didn't have to be at work nowhere that day. Retired people and other people who look like, they might have their own business or whatever. Why are you out here in the way with the working people shopping, okay? And fast forward later on, I had a conversation with a friend who happens to be retired. I'll tell you what she said. She said, oh, I have to tell you, I don't go out until around that time to go shop too. And I'm like, why? She said, because she's not a morning person, so she let the morning get by and she go out in the evening time, in the way out there of the working people. I'm like, look at your lady, you need to stop that, because these working people might get violent out there. They see you out there knowing you're a retired person and you out here shopping in the way with a basket full of stuff, not just 1 or 2 items. Now, all this is just for jokes and kicks. You do what you want to do, okay? Shop when you want to, do what you want to, but in the sake of laughter and giggles, okay? If I'm retired, my goal is to get out, if I got to go shop, is to get out between 10 and 2. I want to be down, and 10 is too early, really. I want to give the stores time to get the heat going, the air going, whatever critters was running around all night. I don't want to be there when they first swing the doors open. No. Let's get all that out the way. So, now we're getting into, oh, well, wait a minute, 11 o'clock. Well, when I'm retired, I am probably going to get back into Young and the Restless. That's the only soap opera that I've ever really just, gotten into and knew the characters. But now I'm kind of behind on who's who, because the water in Genoa City, you could be a little kid like on one episode, and a week later or summer vacation later, this person coming back, they grown. They'd have been to boarding school, and now they big kids causing trouble for Jabot and Jack and Victor and Ashley and all that. Look at here, sir. Why are you stopping me? I don't want to stop here. Anyway, somebody got to do it, but why I got to go? Child, 2 days ago, this man that was the highlighter, the other highlighter, you ain't got to tell me to come, because I'm coming on. Child, I was out here Monday. It was kind of raining too a little bit after the Super Bowl, I think. I don't know. Anyway, highlighter was out here. I didn't have my phone on. Car in front of me. So, of course, my line, he is putting up his little thing to stop the cars, right? This man, and I said it in another video, but it almost happened. I've not posted that content because it was kind of, the footage was not good. This might not be no good neither, but child, he always act like he gonna step out in the flow of traffic to stop the car. The car in front of me said, okay, speed bump. Child, he almost got hit by a car. Yep, because he stepped out in front of that car and that car went around him. I guess that person said, look, brother, Mr. Highlighter, I'm almost late for work. So I'm going to need you to get out the way. He looked back at the car like he was mad. But I'm like, look. And what I had to learn for myself from that moment and what I know already, there's no job worth me losing my life over. Whether it's me being found at my desk, you're going to find me on the Winchester Road. But I'm not going to step out in front of no cars who is, maybe running late or whatever. it's already dangerous for me to be out on the duty post outside, child, with the people, with the kids. Oh, child, you see too much. And what I do know, and if you don't know, if you get the fighting outside, inside, look, I'm just going to have to holler, stop, and try to get somebody to come get y'all, because, baby, I am not a trained fighter, breaker, upper. Get up in there and catch a swing. Oh, no. But, anywho. But, yeah, child, I think that's pretty much it. So, what was I talking about? The candy. Oh, and the shopping. And so, yeah, 10 o'clock. No, stores first open 11 o'clock. I might have to watch Young and the Restless. So, then I got to take a shower. So, I'm going to have to get my work done between 12 and 1 or 12 and 2. And 2 is pushing it because some schools get out at like 2 o'clock. I don't want to be in nobody's school traffic. I'm over it. Look, chat, look. We over traffic. Look, I am over traffic, baby. I don't want no traffic no more. So will I retire? I don't know, y'all. I actually am just waiting now. I'm playing a wait and see game because, child, the first date that I am eligible to submit my retirement according to the number of days rule, like 90 days or 100 days, something, whatever, is March 4th would be the date, the earliest date. But I'm like, you know what? That is before our transfer period. You know, and then, you know, we get new leadership throughout the district. And so, I don't know. So when I called the retirement people, they were like, you know, what I just told y'all, when I can report for the first day. Because that was the date the child, when I was in the car going home, I was on the phone with the board on hold, trying to tell the people, look, I quit. Okay? And it wasn't nothing in particular, just child, I don't know. I just feel like I'm tired. I'm tired of getting up in the morning, trying to find something to wear. What you gonna eat? Get in traffic. Make sure you got gas in your car. Make sure you got money for them little Girl Scouts. Because, baby, them Girl Scouts, you order some cookies, even exchange. They ain't giving you no cookies unless you got that loot, baby. Okay? So, I don't know, y'all. You know, it's been a lot going on personally. So I think looking forward to summer vacation. But, you know, I know how my summer is. Whoever is in charge, or if we get new leadership or whatever, they feeling gung-ho. You know, we need to post this on the website. I need to start unleashing some of that stuff now. Let somebody else do it. Because I've done my time. That's what I think I'm going to do, because there is no boundary between my personal time, whether it's day, evening, night, vacation, sick days. I will get a call. I'm sorry to bother you, but you still call and you bother. So I need to start right now. I'm not gatekeeping. Nobody ever just wanted the stuff that I do, because it doesn't pay any extra money. It does not pay any money to do all the things outside of my regular job. There's no stipend that I get, not for keeping up with building assets to, you know, 1.25 million, over 3,300 items that I gotta have ready before Friday. But guess what? We just got the scanner, and I went to the training on in October. Did not get my scanner until January 10th, but it's due soon. Child, whatever. I ain't stressing. I'm not. I used to, and I, you know, tiny teeny with it. But at the end of the day, it does not pay me. It's not my regular job. So these places that give you all of these other duties as a sign, that's coming from somebody who's sitting in an office. They got one job. You know, when you stop doing stuff like that, you sitting up in the inventory office saying, okay, let the librarians do the, and then we're not going to give them an extension, you know. Or the website people, they sitting up in the website office or the communications office with one job, no kids, you know what I'm saying? Cushy. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. I've seen it. So anywho, I'm over stressing out about it. It's on not on me. I don't have any, not to be a, I don't have anybody helping me. Nobody wants to learn. But like I always say, when I drop that microphone and retire, I've always said in the parking lot, I'm calling my phone company to change my phone number, because whatever you need, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Don't email me, because my district email will no longer be valid. You know, and I want to leave with grace, okay? Because you never know, I might need to do XYZ, insert some things right there, which I can't tell you what that is, but you know, you never know. But it's been difficult, you know. But thanks to y'all, I made the video private that I had posted a late night live for now. Because if you were in there, you know, not everything needs to be living evergreen on your channel. If you didn't see it when it was live, you may not need to have seen it, you know. Yeah, some people come in later, and I left it up for a little while, a couple days or so after, but I made it private because that was what I chose to do, you know. But so I thank all of y'all who, you know, reached out and sent, you know, understandings and messages and gave tips and suggestions. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I really do. It really did help me, because, you know, as a person who makes content, we go through the same things that people who don't make content are just watching. You know what I'm saying? We all go through this cycle of life, and sometimes people just so happen to have a camera on, you know. So thank y'all so much. Ooh, y'all, I had somebody tell me the other day, you know how you never know what people think of you or perception. Now, you know, I'm somebody who really don't care, but this person said, see, look at her. She walk around with no cares. She just don't, I guess the kid was having an issue with something, you know, middle school kids, drama, whatever. Look at her. She just be walking around carefree. What? What the child? Carefree? So I don't think the person thought that I'm carefree as if nothing. But yeah, the person knows I got a lot going on. But look at her. She living, look like she just juggling it all, balancing. I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? Little car, where are you going? Are you trying to get over or what? This person got their signal on, as if they're trying to get over in front of me. But there's enough gap to get it in front of the child, whatever. If you're a driver, be aware of your surroundings, not just in terms of not becoming, you know, a victim of a situation, okay? But just, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But I just feel like people are not aware. If people are letting you in, leaving space in between for you to merge or whatever, get in and punch it. I mean, you know, reasonably punch it. But yeah, so today is the first day of Lent, and you know, Fat Tuesday was yesterday. So, child, people hit me up yesterday. Hey, they got fundraisers going on, and I'm like, you know what? You caught me on the right day, because today I am cutting out discretionary spending. I'm trying. Look, I'm proud of myself. I have not purchased any makeup from Sephora or Ulta, the Beauty Supply, Walgreens, CVS. I ain't bought no new makeup. I don't need that look. Nothing but cocoa butter on my face, y'all. Cocoa butter. But I have in 2024, I broke down and bought some fragrances. When I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is check my analytics, okay? And here's the thing, with Amazon influencer or the associates program, you don't know who is making a purchase, because I've had people reach out, hey, I bought a blah, blah, blah. Did you know? Well, okay, but when you go down the list of things to purchase, it never, ever tells you who purchased what. So if you buy some whatever, the person who makes the commission does not know who bought it. But then I'll have people come and say, well, hey, I used your link to buy a crossbody bag, or I bought a neon sign or something like that. These are people that I don't know in real life. So let me just get that straight with the Amazon people. But being a YouTuber, I think it's kind of tricky because Amazon doesn't want you to sell to family and friends. Okay, well, if you're a YouTuber, how are somebody who wants to support your channel, they might click your link. Oh, look at this. You saw him just coming out here. It was nothing behind me. Just gonna bring this little bitty ant car out here and just get out here in front of the people. Now that's when you want the po-po to catch you, But your Amazon wants you to sell to strangers. I know that sounds crazy, but they don't want your family and friends clicking your link. But my thing is, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, you still making a sale, right? The person getting their item, right? But the person who gets left out is the person in the middle who you feel like know the person that made the purchase. When I first found that out, child, I can't even tell you. I told one of my friends, I'm like, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, and I was going to quit. I'm like, man, forget this. But I'm like, you never know. But it's some layers to this, okay? And it's like, okay, what you gonna do? If you quit, you don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? And the influencer program, it's not very lucrative unless you move a lot of items or a lot of big ticket items. But for me, the name of the game is to just stay in it and be consistent. Be consistent and, ooh, child, I need some gas, but I'm not about to run out. But, child, we need some petroleum. And if you've been here, I was considering an electric car. Child, I had ordered a whole car. Oops. Yeah, I had ordered an electric car. And then, it wasn't a Tesla, but it was like, oh, Tesla. But I was like, the owner was going through some things, and it was like Twitter fingers or whatever. And it's like, what if this person just gets really, really angry and just stop all the cars from going? I've always been gas car. Okay, I don't have any electric car under my belt. But as you think about it, it's like, wow, you are relying upon, what if it's a snowstorm? And then when it was a recent snowstorm here, a lot of the electric car owners were saying that their cars were not charging. Now, I don't know if this was just, the Teslas or all electric cars. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, what if a power failure happens and the grid is out and you don't have any, electricity? What you gonna do? So I was like, you know what? An electric car cannot be my main source. You want to get your little wheel in your lane? Golly. You riding the line. You hugging the line. You know what I'm saying? You hug that way, not towards other cars. Once again, people not being aware. Anyway, so, and then it began to become, or I became aware of the potential of other potential of electric cars. If you would hear of, I would say, combustions with gas cars, like if you had an accident and with the side of the car that had the fuel tank could cause some problems. But I feel like same thing with an electric car. That a lot of them, I don't know how all of them are made, but the whole base is a battery. And what do they tell you never to do with the battery? Okay, so I'm just saying. So it's like, wow. I'm sure all the safety tests have been done, but as of recently, I have seen a lot of electric cars that were in flames, you know. So for me personally, and for me, for the infrastructure, for me getting from here to Biloxi or somewhere, you know, I just don't know if the infrastructure is enough for me to be able to pull over. And I just, sometimes my mind just be going, and it's like, you know, here in this city, the crime is crazy. I mean, you could be somewhere possibly charging your thing, and here comes somebody. You know what I'm saying? You low on juice. Is this car right up on me? Because this little thing right here, I was behind this thing yesterday. And let me tell you, the people who drive a certain kind of car, a lot of times, these people be driving. Wow. And see, had I went around this little blue thing, okay, let me tell you, I'm talking about it right now. And I never get stopped at this light, right? Never in the mornings. Okay, people who drive a Prius. Have you ever been passed by a Prius? Child, they blow the doors off your car. I thought a Prius, is that an electric car? I'm thinking Prius was probably one of the first electric cars. Now, this Prius is going slow. This Prius is going slow. But, baby, I have been almost run off the road by a Prius. So they be like, I don't know. Maybe former combustion engine people. And they still think that they in a combustion gas car and driving like that. But maybe they child. But yeah, a Prius, watch them. Them Prius people be hauling it, okay? Pulling it. But anywho, but yeah, so I think for now, the infrastructure is not, you know, well enough for me. And I appreciate the, you know, we going, leaving less of a carbon footprint and this and that and the other. But when I need to go somewhere, I need to be able to crank up my car and go. Yeah. I got to get around it, Bluebird, child, because see, once again, I'm feeling like this is somebody who ain't got nowhere to be, and they out here in the way. Okay, let me get on around her, him, her, them, whoever is in this car. And look at him, Charger. Now, you had all day to get around. Anyway, y'all, what you gonna feel? You gonna feel? Look. Oh! In the way. Oh, child, y'all, thank y'all so much. I miss these car talks. I really do. I'm gonna do better. Well, I ain't gonna tell you that, but I would like to do better. Because that means, you know, you gotta edit and all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back and watch the footage and, you know, do some things and put some graphics and stuff. You know, that's a lot. But anywho, this been fun. This has been fun. Go Challenger Charger with your louvers on the back. Okay, now, you know, when a person passes you, you know, or get in your lane, don't you think I'm trying to get somewhere as well? Stay over there. Child, let me focus, because I'm getting up on crazy right now. I'm telling you. In some parts, you got to have your head on a swivel. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of swivel, y'all, listen. I got bullied the other day. Listen. Okay, remember, if you've been with me long enough, you know that in certain situations, oh my God, y'all, I think that just raised my pressure up. In certain situations, I used to, you know, charge them for my desserts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, when I go up in the Kroger, Walmart, whatever, they ain't giving me no free stuff. So you want these things, you won't pay. So I had this person come surprise me, former coworker, pop up on me. Okay, to pop, hey, huggy down. To try to make them some hummingbird cupcakes and a banana pudding. I'm like, look, what you want? Now you gonna pay? It ain't free, because like I told him, like I told Tina when she wanted to preserve the Turner name, he said, the name stays home. Name stays home. So I'm like, look here. When you went over there to work over there with them people, the name stays home. So, and the person couldn't make up their mind whether they wanted cupcakes or what. But then they spread the word around to the new person. I'm like, look, I done got rid of all the eaters, child. All the people except about 4 people. Let me see. First of all, it's 4 original people left. So I don't need none. If the other person don't, you know, I never share with. So it's only two eaters, 2 in the possible. 2 in the possible eaters. So I'm like, okay, I ain't got to bake nothing. I'm done. Blah, 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 blah. So this person come over and place their order for banana pudding. And then this other person who was in there was like, oh. So now I'm on the lamb. But I forgot we got some busy long days, so it might be next week. Unless I get something tonight. But child, I got so much work to do. Whew, child. Yeah, we'll see. But tonight's Wednesday. So tonight I would have to make, and I don't even have any. Well, I got some of the ingredients, you know, some of the things that I didn't make for Christmas. You know, there's some staples like pecans, some of the other pantry items. I don't know. I still have the cookies that I use in the refrigerator. They're closed, never been opened. But anyway, child. Oh, child, I don't know. What's the temperature? 46. Let me put my bag back there. You know what? I'll just have to leave this hat in here. I need a little razzle dazzle. A little razzle dazzle today. Yeah. Okay, here we go. But anywho, child, guess what the kids called me? And you know, it's always them darn 6th graders. Because you know I had cafeteria duty at the beginning. And, child, they called me Miss Shake Your Dreads. Oh my God, y'all, them kids crazy. Miss Shake Your Dreads. It's hilarious. I don't know, you know. Anyway, child, let me go. I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.